Leslie, hey. I'm still subscribed. Man, I'm telling you, the ball game run over a little bit longer than I thought. Of course, it was senior night too, because it was the last home basketball game. So they had senior night for girls and boys, so it run over a little bit. Hey, Angie. If I miss anybody's comments, I'll catch them here in a little while. I'm just now getting out of the ball game. It run over. Or it ran over, I guess is the right way to say it. Leslie says, does Tootsie go something or other? Hey, Dennis Jackson, I saw yours too. Let me see what Leslie said right quick. Does Tootsie get to go to the ball? Yeah, Tootsie's with me. Yeah, she's with me. But she didn't, she stayed in the car though. She didn't get to go inside. I don't know if I could have took her in or not. It doesn't say anything about pets. Dry Creek, hey Natalie. Y'all chat with each other if you want to, because I'm headed home, but I'll get to a place so where I can chat with you guys though before I get home. It's not like I'm going to bed anytime soon. But like I say though, if I miss anybody in here, I'm apologizing ahead of time, because I know we're up to 8 now. But yeah, I was saying, Lord, that was a big speed. Yeah, it was, Leslie. It's a big speed bump. But yeah, back to Tootsie though. I don't know if I could take her in or not. I've never tried. I mean, she's been down here with me before. She just sits in the car, waits patiently. Other than that, I know they got signs that say no guns and stuff like that, but it doesn't say anything about no pets or nothing. But it's so loud and whistles and everything else, so it might drive poor little old Tootsie nuts. So I just leave her in the car. Hey, how's the signal and everything? I'll try to catch a comment, whoever wants to answer real quick. How's the picture and signal? I'm kind of in the country a little bit, but not really. I'm just on back roads at the moment. Okay, thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Leslie. I normally go, thank you, Dennis. I normally go home through the country because it's just shorter, but we'll go back to 4-lane, go back through Hickory and all that, because I know I'll have a signal going that way. But y'all can chat with each other if you want to, however you want to do it. And then if there's anything I miss when we get to Lenore, y'all can just retype it if you want to. That'll make it a little easier on me versus having to go all the way back through the chat. Hey, Candace, I see yours. Hey, Missy. I hope everybody's having a good night. I apologize that I'm running behind tonight. I almost was going to title it late, but then I figured I'd get a lot of crap about that because, you know, none of us are ever late in this life. It was a good ball game though. Won by 20 or 22. They played Statesville, which I know a lot of y'all probably don't even know where that's at. Yeah, I mean, it's not too far. It's right off Interstate 40, but it's going towards the east, like to Winston-Salem and Raleigh, that direction. But Statesville's way before all that. I mean, it's pretty much 30 minutes down the road, down the interstate from Hickory. Wait a minute. I don't need to go turn yet. I need to go straight. Other than that, though, I got 23 in here. Okay, Angie. Thank you, Angie. But yeah, we won by 22, I think, maybe 24. I know it's at least 20 because they put there's a senior that's on the basketball team, sort of, kinda, and he's handicapped, and he got to dress up tonight, you know, suited up, however you want to call it, and he got to start in the game, and then they put him in towards the end of the game, and I was hoping and praying he'd make a shot. And they gave him a bunch of chances, but he didn't make one. And of course, and it aggravated me. And y'all can conversate with yourselves too. I'm just telling stories right now. But he was sitting there, you know, kept getting the ball, kept shooting it. And then the ref blows the whistle for something. And there's only like, well, when the clock stopped, there's 24.9 seconds left. And I got aggravated because I'm like, why didn't they, you know, why didn't you just keep letting that other boy try to make a shot? You know, I didn't understand that. I mean, the visiting team, you know, wasn't interfered. You know, I really don't know what that call was, and I didn't ask my brother, but it kind of made me aggravated because I wanted to see that little boy try to get one in while he's in the game. And this same kid that I'm talking about, every game I've been to, at halftime, he shoots the ball from half court. He's always done it, and he's made. Hey, Joshy and Stacy. Hey, babe. Thanks for. You're not late, dang you. You know better than that. That's a bad word. Late's a bad word in my live show. I don't care if y'all say it, but I'm gonna give you hell if you do. But anyhow, every halftime though, he takes these half court shots, and he didn't get to make one tonight. But the last time though, I want to say he made like 3 in a row, and he'd been making every game that I'd been to. He'd made a half court shot, but tonight though was the first time that I didn't get to see him make one. And then of course, like I said though, they had him in the game there, and he actually scored the first 2 points of the game. I forgot to tell that, so he did make a basket. But right there at the end, though, they were trying to let him score again. And, of course, the referee messed that up, in my mind. I mean, you know, we was ahead by 20 or better. And, you know, 30 seconds to go, and the ref wants to blow the darn whistle. Hey, TME TV. Hey, Teresa. Hey, thanks for coming in. And I know I'm missing comments, so all the ones that's just jumping in here, I'll get caught up with you guys when we get back to good old Lenore. But yeah, that's what happened with the basketball game, though. I sitting there, I was like, man, please let him make a shot right there at the end, but it didn't happen. But that's all right, though. I mean, it's still a good game, and everybody still cheered. Oh, Real Flame Barbecue. Holy moly. Real Flame Barbecue's in here. Hey, hey. Hey, Josh again. He's got both his channels in here. Stacy might be on his, and he's on the Real Flame. I appreciate that. So today, I'll talk to you guys while I'm driving. Overslept just a little bit. Leslie says I used to go to high school basketball games, and TME saying hey to everybody. I can sort of catch y'all's chats at the moment because I don't really have any cars around me or anything. But I got up. Tootsie had a doctor's appointment today, her yearly physical, if you want to call it, yearly checkup. And I know some of y'all are Facebook friends with me, so I know a few of y'all already know this. But for the ones that don't have me on Facebook, that was the other thing I was going to talk about on the way home. Her appointment was at 11 o'clock. Everything went good. Tootsie checked out just fine. She's good to go for another year, you know, as far as before she's got to go again. To be 7 years old, she's in good shape from what they told me. I got to keep an eye on her teeth a little bit. Nothing major or nothing urgent or anything like that. But they talk like they might want her to have like a dental cleaning next year or something. Oh, Larry, you gonna watch The Chosen? Okay, that's fine. It's on right now. If you're missing it, I think it's been on for a while. I think it's coming on like 9 o'clock or something. So you better hurry and get over there, Larry, so you can watch it. Get caught up. Dadgum. I saw that, but I thought I missed it. Darn manhole. But yeah, her Tootsie's appointment was at 11. You know, had a scheduled appointment. Me and her sat at the vet office there for an hour before they finally came to, you know, call her name and get us and stuff. And then sat for another 30 minutes after that. And a little bit, though, of that was because the type of shot that she's got to get, she's allergic to the one that she got today, and I can't remember what that shot is. Periscope, maybe, something like that. I can't remember. I have to look at paperwork's at home. But they have to give her a Benadryl shot beforehand because she's allergic to it. So they gave her that, and of course they wait about 10-15 minutes, you know, to let it go into effect, and then they give her shot that she has to have every year as far as that one. So done that, get back to the house, and I digged the camper out because it was like almost 70 degrees today. It was nice today. So I drug the camper out, and it got a bath. Just the outside. Inside might happen tomorrow. I might do the inside because it's supposed to be pretty again tomorrow, and I think 70. Maybe a few more clouds than what there was today, but still nice. Yeah, I know, Leslie. I bet you're ready for warm weather too. I know I am. I mean, I was sitting there thinking today after I got done. I said, man, I should have went camping. But that wasn't gonna happen though, because the campers nowhere even ready to go. But she's had a bath, so now she's got to get a cleaning done on the inside, and then that way I can be ready for March. You know, depending on the weather. I gotta wait and see how the weather is. But normally I'll take the camper towards the middle. Well, it'll be towards the end of March when I go to Pigeon Forge again for the car show, and that's normally when I take it for its first run. But I'll have, hey, Dry Creek. I think I said hey to y'all earlier. I remember seeing you. But if I didn't say hey to you, Dry Creek, and Ren, there's Ren. Hey, Ren, and hey to everybody else that I hadn't said hey to yet. But like I said, I'll get caught up with you guys when we get back to Lenore. Is the signal still good? Picture? Have we buffered any? I hadn't seen it cut out. There's Blaine's in here. And I don't know why I seen Rayleigh Crowley, and I don't know why I keep thinking Ren. Ren is the other one. Blaine is the, and I ought to know this because we're on Facebook together. Who is riding my hind end? I mean, I am freaking speeding as it is. But I apologize, Blaine. I get confused. And it's not hard for me to get confused. Joshy can tell you that, and Leslie, and Dennis, and Rob, and Denise, and Jeff with Vacation Station TV, and Tommy and Teresa. I mean, hell, on last night's show, and it's because I came in after the fact, but I really thought I really thought Tommy was talking about the red rooster and go on, fool. I'll tell you the story here, man. I'm letting this one idiot. Well, he went the other way. But I thought Tommy was talking about the red rooster in Pigeon Forge. He was like, no, it's the one here. I was like, oops, my bad. That's what I say. I get easily confused. Now, hey, William, I see where you've come in sometime or another. I saw where Missy's talking to you. All right, we are on 321. So another 20 minutes. We'll be back and there's that new bridge. It's a pedestrian bridge, what y'all just saw that said Hickory on it. They just put that up a few weeks ago. I should have went a little slower. I didn't think about that. And then this is Sunrise Campground, or camp store, sales place, right here to the right. You can see a bunch of campers, but that's not where I got my camper from. I got my camper from Bumgarner, which we'll go buy it here once we get back towards Lenore. Teresa said something funny. Alright, I'm going to have to run the heat down. Getting warm now. Teresa, whatever it was you said, you're going to have to repeat it here after a while. I'll get back up the road here. That way I can start talking to you guys. But yeah, getting Tootsie getting her yearly checkup and cleaning the camper as far as washing it. That's about all I did today. And I guess tomorrow I'll probably start on the inside of it. Got the golf cart out. Done that yesterday, actually. Done that yesterday and charged it up. Hey, Dry Creek, look, Popo's up here, Dry Creek. Got one pulled over. But yeah, I got the golf cart out yesterday and charged it up. And then while I was washing the camper, I had it jamming. I had the golf cart jamming. And that's a highway patrolman too. That's a state trooper. Hey John, hey, thanks for coming in. You've asked, hey John, you might have to ask that. Let me see if I can read it right quick while I don't have nobody around me. Hey, is Tootsie's new for it? No, Tootsie's boyfriend, I hadn't seen him again. He might be coming around at nighttime, because Tootsie does a lot more sniffing now when she goes outside. So he might be coming around still at nighttime, but I haven't seen him anymore while I'm sitting here. Let's see. The Popo were crazy earlier. Yo, I bet so, Dry Creek. I remember when we were talking, all I heard was sirens. I don't know what it is with y'all. It never fails. I mean, you'll see when Dry Creek's live, you'll see the police about every time, at least one. Missy, he might come back for seconds. Yeah, he didn't get first, Missy. He might have tried, but I doubt Tootsie let him because she's fixed. But who knows though? But that's crazy though. I mean, I was not expecting that. When I was out looking for, that camera that I have, it alerts my phone when it sees motion or movement or, whatever, sound. And it pinged. And I just happened to still be kind of close to home. So here I hurry home. And I see the one dog and how I'd left the door propped open for her, just enough to where she can get in. And she was on the porch and the other dog was standing there looking at her, wanting in too, but he couldn't get in because he was a little bigger than her, than Tootsie. But I wasn't expecting that day, but I was glad she is back though. She's over here laying beside me right now, or well, laying in the seat right now. That's what she does when we're driving. When I get closer to home here, she'll perch up. I was trying to think if there's anything else exciting that went on today, but I guess not. I've had a full day. I'll probably be a little sore in the morning just from all that scrubbing and rubbing that I did on the camper. Where was this? Oh, it was in on the outskirts of Hickory, Missy. St. Stephen's, if you want to Google it. Is it St. Stephen's High School? I'm on 321. I'm in Granite Falls right now, so I'm not too far from home. Like I say, I normally go through the country because I can go that way home faster than I can going this way because there's no stoplights. But I think the signal goes in and out. You're welcome, Missy. Oh, wait a minute. I seen something. I knew there's going to be a comment with what I said. Leslie says, a little sore from all the rubbing, Jeff. Come on, you know. Yeah. Hey, Leslie, I knew after I said that. I said, good Lord. Oh, look here. There's another one robbing the niece. I don't know if that's probably a state trooper also. Yep, sure was. The state troopers are out tonight. I figured you'd say something, Leslie, after I said that and the way I said it. Yes, Robin Denise says, we see it. I would drive y'all through Bumgarner's camping place. Well, it's called Bumgarner's Camping, but they'll have the gates closed. I won't be able to drive in there to show you any campers. If any of y'all know that country singer, Eric Church, we're in his hometown right now. He's from Sawmills. I just ain't saying a whole lot though, because I don't know of anything he's done for his town and this county. Not like Madison Bumgarner. Madison Bumgarner's from here also, you know, from Sawmills. He's the pitcher for the 40 for the I was gonna say 49ers, but that's not right. Shoot. Lord, I can't get out who he. I can sit there and picture him because I don't watch baseball that much. San Francisco Giants. I'll get it out here in a minute. He is the pitcher for them, and he does stuff for Caldwell County and Lenore and Sawmills. He owns property here, so he's at least doing a little something. But I don't know of anything that Eric Church has done. Right here coming up on the left, these lights, that's the community college that we have here. It's called Caldwell Community College and Technical Institute. It's on the left right there. We're in Hudson right now, and Lenore's next. They got a few restaurants right here to the right. Bojangles, Walmart Groceries. There's Captain D's. Then McDonald's, that's a brand new McDonald's right there. They put that sucker up in a month. I am not kidding. That thing was built in a month. By the time they started grading, it was built, up and running in a month's time. I got told it's because McDonald's has got their own like crew. You know, because they're all kind of sort of designed the same way when they build them anyway. I guess that's how they get them up, get them built so quick. Yeah, I know. I was waiting on the Long John Silver comments but we don't have that anymore. The building's still there, but it's been closed for years. All right, here I'm gonna move the camera a little bit so maybe y'all can see a little bit better. We're coming up on Bumgarner's campground, or Bumgarner's camping. It's not really, it's not lit up like Sunrise was, so I don't know how good y'all will be able to see it. It's gonna be right here to the left. Somebody hit the Powerball too. I saw that this morning. Right here's the Bumgarners. Yes, it's lit up a little bit. That's where I bought the camper from. It was right there to the left. Somebody from Washington State though hit that Powerball. 700 million, something like that. We're almost in Lenore. I'll say it's not too bad of a drive. Once it took me 32 minutes going that way. Because I started whenever I pulled out from the school. So 33-minute drive. That's not too bad. I can do it. If I go through the country, I can do it in 25 minutes. We're coming up on Lowe's and good old Highway 55, but I don't want any hot chocolate. It's still, well, it's 40 degrees, but I'm still kind of warmish from being in that basketball game, so I'll pass on the hot chocolate tonight. Right there's Highway 55 to your right. Oh, there's Lenore Popo. Not many there tonight. They might be closed already. That's crazy though. It don't even feel like 34 minutes. I mean, it felt like I got back home quick. That's because I'm getting to talk to you guys. And it's like Robin Denise says, I feel like y'all are in the car with me. And up here's Smith Crossroads. But we're gonna turn before that. We'll go to our little parking area that we go to. I'm gonna cheat, dodge these speed humps. There's nobody here, so I just go around them. I can't dodge this one. This is a speed hump right here too, Leslie. Pedestrian walkway. I can dodge this one. Alright, I'll get caught up with you guys. Here, I'll let you say hey to Tootsie right quick. I'll flip it around. Hey, come here. Come here. Okay, I know I got you buckled in, but you can sit right there. Yeah, sit right there. There you go. Let me cut this over. I don't know where y'all can see it a little. There we go. Yeah, you have to sit right there. I got you buckled in. Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm back in good old LA, Lenore area. I'm gonna flip it around so y'all can see Tootsie and say hey to her right quick. She's a good girl today. She got a good report. Yes, you did. All right, I'm ready to chat with you guys. There's Gary. Hey, look who finally joined the Fiasco. Hey, Gary, thanks for coming in. Hey, thank you, Teresa. I'm gonna flip the camera back around so I can talk to you guys now. Leslie says, Pizza Hut, yum, I'm starving. Leslie says, Tootsie in her little seatbelt vest. Yeah, that's her leash collar also. That's what I use to walk her, and of course, that little thing that's attached to the seat, though, that's what I looked up one day when I was laying in bed. I said, I need to get her some kind of seat belt. Not because I'll get in a wreck, just I never know how these other people driving. I mean, you never know. And I just don't want her going flying through the windshield. Hey, Virginia, hey, that's fine, Virginia. Like I said, I couldn't really talk with you guys at first, but now, whatever y'all want to repeat, and if I hadn't said hey to anybody, you know, just comment something like, hey to me, put that, and that way I'll know who all's in here, because I don't really know who all's in here, and I know I've probably missed some people, and I apologize. If Tootsie could read and speak, you know, it'd make it a little bit easier on me. Be nice if she could. Somebody commented about me wanting me to go live and letting Tootsie handle the chat while I was in the ball game. Hey, Larry. Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks for coming in, Larry. Larry, now I'm going to give you hell like I did Joshy. There we go. Late, that's a bad word. But yeah, whoever's in here that I hadn't said hello to, just, you know, comment there, hey to me, and then I'll know to say hey to you. Now, I remember seeing Angie Sue. Larry too busy watching The Chosen. Yeah, that's right. Larry said he is going, yeah, Larry said he's going to watch The Chosen. Yeah. Look, he already trying to confuse me again. And I've already said hey to Larry. Dry Creek saying hello to Angie. Larry says Robin and Ace said they were late too. Give him hell. Oh, hell, did they really say that, Larry? If they did, hey, Rob, Denise, you know dang good and well that you ain't supposed to say you're late. That's a bad word. I'll give you hell too, Denise. Larry, Denise, you know better than to say you're late. Look at there. Larry's getting me in trouble now. He's lying, Jeff. He ain't watching it. Yeah, I know it, Leslie. I knew he wasn't watching that. He wouldn't miss this live show for nothing. No, I'm picking. I'm running my mouth. Hell, my live show ain't nothing special. Dry Creek says, Larry, I'll give it back. Yeah, hell yeah. Denise will for sure. Yeah, Denise will definitely give it back to me. And to whoever else. John says, I'm bummed out. I bought 2 bags of beaver nuggets 2 weeks ago. They're all gone. Holy moly. Well, you shouldn't eat them as fast then, John. I mean, that's the only thing I know to tell you. Of course, I realize if they're good, it's kind of hard not to eat them fast. Because it's like them darn yoo-hoos that I get. I mean, they're 1 ounce less than all the other drinks. And it's because they got to have room so you can shake it up and mix the chocolate and stuff. Because it settles. But heck, fire. About 3 darn drinks. And that can's empty. And I'm like, son of a gun, these just don't last long. Because I can't sit there and sip on them. I mean, boys, when I crack one open, it's gone in no time. And it's just cause, yeah, I know, Leslie. I'll shut up about the yoo-hoos. I don't want you throwing up on me. I actually need to go to Walmart. I got to get drinks for in the morning so I can cook breakfast. I done a bowl of cereal this morning. And that's just cause I overslept a little bit. Missy's saying, John, that happened to me. I think we might be a beaver booger out there. And John says, hey, Dry Creek, bring me a couple bags of beaver nuggets from Richmond, Kentucky on your way home. And Virginia says, a YouTuber sent me a bag of plain nuggets. They were addicting. It said, no Buc-ee's near me. Oh, it's sad because of no Buc-ee's near. Yeah, I know it, Virginia. I don't have, I mean, South Carolina's got one, but that's still like a 3.5 hour, 4 hour drive for me. But now when the one in Pigeon Forge get built, I'll be right there at one. And Dry Creek's laughing at John, and Leslie says, Bucky has a super cute Valentine's Day blanket. Really? See, I'll be glad when they get that one open in Pigeon Forge, because I'm missing out on all the new stuff that they got coming out as far as the Buc-ee's. But that's all right, though. They should be open by this spring or early summer over there. Missy says, I can't drink a Yoo-hoo without chugging it, especially if it's nice. Yes, that's the only drink that I gotta have cold, Missy. Even if it's cold weather or not, a Yoo-hoo's got to be cold. And you're right, I can't sit there and just sip on it. I mean, I'll drink, set it down. I mean, it's not 2 seconds, I'm already hitting it again. It just don't last. All the other canned drinks that I drink, I can make them last, but not a Yoo-hoo. But we got to quit talking about it, Missy, though, because Leslie will start throwing up. When we go in March, it'll probably be St. Patrick's Day crap. Well, that's a good thing, though, isn't it, Leslie? I don't know. Leslie might not like St. Patrick's Day. Virginia says, Joshy offered to send me some, but I won't bother anyone, though. I appreciate the offer. Yeah, Joshy will bend over backwards for people. I mean, he will. He will. And then there's been a few that he's been over backwards for, and then they throw him to the curb. Throw him in the ditch like he's nothing. And I don't understand that. I mean, if you got somebody that's helped you, why would you want to do that to them? I don't understand that. John says their Valentine blanket has the same saying on it as the Valentine's Day t-shirt. Okay. And saying I'll miss out on the Valentine's t-shirt. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to drive to Florence, South Carolina just to go to the Buc-ee's. I mean, if I was going to the beach, that'd be one thing, but I'll just wait we'll have one there at Pigeon Forge here before long. FYI, I went to 3 stores again today. Not one single strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper Zero anywhere. Son of a gun. Everybody else has been able to get them, Leslie. I guess where you're at, everybody's doing a mad rush on them. And Virginia says, I agree. John says, I was at Kroger's tonight here in Columbus area. I think they have that strawberry and cream flavored. Well, there you go, Leslie. I mean, I know y'all are a little ways from Columbus. He'd bend over for love area. Yeah, I don't know if Josh and Stacy's still in there or not. You'll have to mention that to him, Leslie. Lord have mercy. Missy says, sorry, talk about my bad. I knew better. And then Larry says, Leslie. Tri Creek says, I read today that it's going to be a permanent flavor, Leslie. Did you read that? I hadn't seen it. But I mean, I know you're asking Leslie, so she'll answer. Heck, they had their St. Patrick's Day stuff out already. That's what John said. And Leslie says, we checked Kroger, Dollar General, and Walmart. Nothing. Holy moly. Larry says, I hope it's permanent. And strawberry cream, where have I been? So you just now finding out about that, Missy? That come out a week or so ago. And then Leslie's talking to Rob and Denise, so she didn't know that. And then they said, yeah, I read it today. And Leslie says, that's exciting. Well, yeah, because Larry and Leslie like the Dr. Pepper. Kroger has the Easter candy out already. Yeah, see, I don't know if, like I said, I got to go to Walmart after this. I don't know if I know they've got the Easter stuff out. I just don't know if they've got the Peeps out or any of that mess. Teresa says, Leslie, I saw them the other day here. I can ship soda. So really, I don't know if you can ship soda or not. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, it gets shipped to the stores. But, yeah, as far as through the mail, though, I don't know how that'd work. I mean, I guess you could. I don't know. And then Leslie says to Teresa that that'd be expensive. Yeah, the weight would be what would get. And see, that's what I say, TME TV, Tommy and Teresa. I mean, they'll do, whatever they can to help and stuff like that. I mean, all y'all guys in here will. But the only reason I mentioned Josh and Stacy is because of the mess that's been going on here lately. With the way Josh has been done. And that's the only reason I brought that up. Because, I mean, I'm not lying and everybody knows it. Okay, Amazon ships sodas. And Timmy says, I know, right? And then Leslie says, it weighs too much. And then Missy says, my Dollar General is great about putting out the new stuff. My son has been dying for the new barbecue Doritos. And I found them yesterday. Plus, they're glad that Stary drank before anyone else did. Okay. Yeah, Missy, I'm struggling with that last little bit of the sentence you wrote there. Candace says you can ship soda. I bought 24 bottles of Fire Pop Fago the other day, and I've never heard of neither one of those, Candace, but that's because of where I'm at. John says, I wonder if Buc-ee's carries that Dr. Pepper strawberry and ice cream. Yeah, I don't know. There says, Buc-ee's don't carry Mountain Dew no more, John. That may just be a rumor, though. Oh, hell. Here we go. Leslie said, who's being mean to Joshy, I'm going to have to beat somebody up. Well, I was meaning, you know, how he's been thrown under the bus after helping out other channels and stuff. That's what I was meaning, as far as when we was jawing about that earlier. How he'll, you know, one of y'all made a comment about him, you know, bending over backwards. And I said, yeah, I said, and it's a shame that, you know, when he does stuff for people and then they want to throw him in the ditch, you know, after he's helped people out and stuff. Missy says, sorry I didn't spell it. Oh, that's fine, Missy. That's fine. That's no problem, Missy. Wait a minute. What did Larry say? What I'm, oh, yeah. Yeah, I tried. It's not a rumor, Larry. Yeah, Larry's laughing at Dry Creek Cat. Jeff, do you remember the bomb popsicles from when we were a kid that were red, white, and blue? Yes. Yes. Okay. I didn't know that, though. See, I never have had the soda. But I know exactly what you're talking about now, Candace, as far as those popsicles. Lady says, oh, okay. I know now what you're talking about. I love to beat that guy up. Yeah, Lordy. Well, and like I said, Leslie, too, it wasn't just him. There's been others. There's been others. So I'm not singling out just one person, because there's been more than one. But I know who you're talking about, though, too, Leslie. John says, I stand corrected. No, they would not have the Dr. Pepper flavor because it's a Pepsi product. Hey, now, wait a minute. Are we sure it's a Pepsi product? Because I've heard that it wasn't a Pepsi product. But I don't want to start that conversation. Because I have no clue. Who the heck? I got a bunch of teenagers behind me here. I mean, they ain't messing with me, but they just out here acting, I guess. Who knows? Leslie says, well, I'll beat up multiple people. I'll beat multiple people up. I'm down for it. So I'm sure everybody in the chat tonight, we'd all have Joshy's back, that's for sure. Hey, Dennis and Teresa, you still in here? You still listening? Missy says, them teenagers are probably making TikToks. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. They're not behind me now. They went back to their vehicles. Dan, hey, Dan. Hey, thanks for coming in, Dan. Yeah, there's Dennis. I'm just making sure you're still alive, Dennis. You're going to have to chime in more often. Get you typing on that laptop. No, I'm just messing with you. Lord have mercy. Whoever wants to chat can chat, and whoever wants to just listen, then just listen. And whoever wants to leave, they can leave, and whoever wants to come in can come in. My channel's pretty much easy peasy Japanesey. John says, has anyone seen Smoky Mountain Family video tonight? Everybody should check it out. It's very informative. I've been busy all day too, John, so I've been on YouTube trying to reply to people that's messaged me on that video to let you guys know about what was going on tonight. Other than that, that's about all I've been on YouTube. But I take it it's probably, is it about the filming in the parking? That's what I'm guessing. Me saying hey to Dan. Leslie said she loved it, John. Candace says, yeah, I saw it, John. Good on them. Okay, yeah, so I need to watch it then when I get home. I'm waiting to find out who we are going to beat up. See, there goes Dennis. He's chiming in now. Dan says, I found out Hendersonville is getting a dairy. Okay, well, that's cool. Heck yeah. Leslie says, I'm ready, Dennis. And Dan's saying, hey to T and me. Larry says, who knows, Dennis? Leslie's always wanting to fight someone. Candace says, I'll say one thing. Eric sure does his homework. Yeah, I'll need to watch it. Does it have to do with filming in the park? I mean, anybody can say yes or no. Like I said, I haven't been on yet. I hadn't seen nothing. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Candace. That's what I figured. I was wondering when he was going to do one. Because I know that's going to affect him. Because he done a lot of filming as far as in the park and stuff. Missy says, yes, Eric is so real. I appreciate that. I knew he had words to say. Yeah. And Leslie said, yes, it's great. And Dan says he saw it. Yeah, I'll watch that tonight then. I mean, I love Eric and Brittany's channel and stuff. I mean, he definitely knows his stuff and does his homework too. And whenever, all that came out about this, you can't film or anything, I just knew. I was like, man, I wonder how much that's going to mess up Eric and Brittany and as far as what they do. Legend says he's still going to film in the park. Well, if he is, I don't blame him one bit. I mean, what's going to really happen? That's the thing, boys. You got to get enough people on board to get this mess back to where old Roosevelt, and it's free. That's what's crazy. Yeah, buddy, just pull right up here in front of my car. I got you live on YouTube. Brightness. Dan says, I saw him post the video, hadn't watched it yet. Okay. Hey, Spaceman. Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks for coming in. Yeah, they can't arrest everyone, but I mean, I don't know if you'll get arrested though, Candace. What it is, it'll be, they'll fine us and try to make money that way. And Leslie says he had a whole lot of good info. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'll watch that later tonight then, and get his take on it. Missy said he made Yitz look like they tucked their tail under. At first, I thought maybe you meant another word there, Missy, but I was still reading. But Missy says he made Yitz look like they tucked their tail under and cowered away. Spaceman says, I just watched Smoky Mountain Family. Eric said he's going to continue filming. Tell the government to kiss your ass. Yeah. Kiss his ass, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what it, and everybody's saying, hey, Blaine saying hey to Spaceman, and Spaceman saying hey to Blaine. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take stuff like that, boys, where we're just going to have to finally say, boys, enough's enough. We're tired of being controlled. I'm going to have to cut the heat back on. Getting a little chilly. And Missy saying hey to Spaceman. But I don't know. I mean, I hadn't done any myself. I haven't done any research on it. Because it's not really affecting me. Number one, I'm not monetized. I'm just a little bitty old channel. And number two, I really don't even film in the park to begin with. It's like Joshy says and a few others. Everybody else is already doing it anyway. And I don't have any need to do any filming there. But now when I'm over there, and if I'm live, and if I'm driving down the spur to Gatlinburg with you guys, hell, I ain't gonna flip it around. All I'm doing is showing a stinking road, even though it is in the national park. I mean, all you're seeing is a road. It's not like I'm in the woods or water or anything like that. I mean, if they take it down or send something crazy to me, then oh well. But anyhow, that's all I really got to say about it as far as on my end, because it's just really not going to affect me. Let me stay caught up with you guys. Spaceman said the idiot president on our TV is such a waste of great. Yeah, that's right. I forgot the State of the Unions tonight too. Anybody watching that? John says yes, it does. And Spaceman saying, hey, Blaine's saying they just need to give it a little more time. It will get changed. I promise you that. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Missy smiling. Feel the same way, Blaine. Leslie saying. Blaine says, Dudley, he's just biding his time. Yeah. Yeah, no pun intended. Candace says, to me, it's kind of like with all the talk about banning gas stoves and all this other, BS. We live in America, so what the F is going on here? Yeah, I know it. They're just trying to control us. Dan says, I filmed in other parks more than Great Smoky National Park. Yeah. And seeing Dan, tell me something. Does all this mess affect us on the North Carolina side? Because I know the parking pass, Cherokee's not pushing that pay it forward or park it forward. If you're on the North Carolina side, it don't come into play. And I'm just curious how that's happening. Now, whether that's true or not, nobody quote me on that, but that's what I got told. And if that is the case, then I'm like Klingman's Dome. For example, Klingman's Dome, the dome itself is in Tennessee, but the parking lot is in North Carolina. So I don't know how that, but I heard Cherokee though wasn't gonna, and that might just be Cherokee themselves, because they are in it. I don't know how that's gonna work. Spaceman Blaine, that's what I'm afraid of. He's still in there. Yeah, we're supposed to find out here in a week or so if he's gonna run again. Blaine says, I have dash cam, so I've always got footage. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Anybody can film in the parks. It's when you go to put it on social media or something of that nature. That's where they just want a piece of the pie. It's a money racket thing. It's all it is. It's all about money. It's all it is. Spaceman says, put my faith in the good Lord above and not some dumb. That's right, Spaceman. I'm the same way. Need to watch who you get right. You're right, Dan. Blaine says, that's right, Dan. Missy says that Spaceman, he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Yeah, that's right, Missy. And then Dennis says, hell no. There you go, Dennis. I'm proud. You're putting in your 2 cents now. Spaceman says, Missy, no, but he sure knows a hole when he sees one. Yeah. A hoe. Pretty much a oh, excuse me. Missy says, biding his time, yeah. Blaine says, we own the dang part, so you can't ban me from something I own. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's what I say. Yeah, there's so much wrong in what's happening, it's not funny. The video thing is for all national parks, I believe. Really? So it's for all now that's news to me, Leslie. I didn't know it's for all of them. I'm going to have to cut the heat back off. This thing's got a good heater in it. I did not realize that, Leslie. Of course, now, like I said, I hadn't watched. I wonder if Eric told that in his. But that, okay, yeah, it covers all parks in the city. Okay, that's what Dan was saying. All national parks. All right. Yeah, see, and with it not affecting me, that's why I hadn't done the research. That's why I hadn't read up on anything, because it's not going to bother me any or affect me any. I mean, it bothers me that they're doing all that mess. It's just not going to affect me, though. John says, I think it's a very stupid idea that they're going to charge people to drive in the... Yeah, I know it. You're right, John. I'm right there with you. TME says, I'm going to videotape in the national park in Arkansas soon. I grew up in that park, and I'm not stopping my videotape for the government. We pay for those parks. That's right. That's right. We all do. Every one of us in here is paying for all these national parks. And what they do with that money, Lord knows who. I mean, Lord knows what. You know, and Joshy, he talks about that too. Can't figure it out where all that money goes. Missy says he's up to sniff one. We know that. And Spaceman says, Missy, I got something he can smell. Spaceman says, I don't need a parking pass. I'm handicapped, not just mentally, but because of my ankle. Oh, Leslie, bless your heart. Missy's talking to Teresa, TME TV. My hubby and I honeymooned in the Ozarks. Well, that's cool. And then she says, that's where I'm from, Missy. And Missy's talking to Spaceman. Blaine says, yeah, I think it's all you do for one has to be all. And monuments and all that's under the umbrella. Yeah. 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 Well, I mean, yeah. But for some reason, though, they could get rid of statues that people found offensive. You know, don't even get me started on that. Yeah, we'll talk about something else. Spaceman. Tootsie. Jeff, has Tootsie been out for a good time? Hey, here we go. Hey, I might have some exciting stuff to show. Brightness behind me spinning tires. No, Tootsie hadn't been out for a good time anymore. No, I hadn't let her out, Spaceman. Oh, here we go. I need to flip the camera around. This bozo behind me. Well, I can't. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see him. Hold on. If he does something, I'll flip it back around. He got out of the truck now. And a bunch of teenagers acting stupid. Missy's saying to Leslie, same, not my ankle, but my knee maybe. Mentally, though, half the time. Leslie's laughing. Frank. Hey, Frank. Hey, thanks for coming in, Frank. Uh-oh. 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 We got, hey, let me roll the windows down. We got live action. I'll shut up so y'all can hear. Drama. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. Got teenage drama going on behind me. Candace, woohoo, live action. Tootsie's looking out the window. They're behind me back here. Let me flip. Hold on a minute. I'll flip it back around where then I can point it. I don't know if it'll show up better this way or not. She says, I'm not worried about my car. She's dropping F-bombs and GDs. So that might be a little too rough a language, but it's crazy. Anyhow, if something good does happen, I'll make sure we catch it. Let me get caught up with you guys. Leslie says, I can't hear, but I want to. See? Jerry. That's pretty good. Yeah. Jerry Springer. Can hear, but can't understand the words yet. Yeah, they cut on the music there for a second, Leslie. Frank says, I just caught the tail end of talking about the park. I am newer to this. Do you know the Gatlinburg Hussey? He said he was going to keep filming as well. Yeah, we, about all of us in here know the Gatlinburg Hussey, Frank. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people's going to keep filming. Now, whether or not they, put it on social media, we'll just wait and see as far as that part goes. Yeah, Blaine says, get him, Toots. Leslie says, so what you're saying is she's classy. Yeah. Yeah, she's a classy one, Leslie. Ed says, Citizens Rest, Citizens Rest. Hey, Ed, hey, thanks for coming in. You've probably been in, but I just now seeing a comment from you. Missy says, don't let them see you unless you are strapped. Then TME's laughing at Leslie. And Frank says, when I joined, he showed me how to send him a tip. I don't see that option on yours. Yeah, Frank, you won't either. You won't see one on mine, Frank. I mean, right now, you can't, because I'm nowhere near enough subscribers and viewer hours. But even if I get to that point, Frank, and he just went live. Speak of the devil, Huzzy just went live. But you won't see that on mine, Frank. I'm not worried about that. If it happens, it happens. But it's going to do it on its own. But that's just how I am, Frank. Candace says, turn that truck around so we can see the fist when they fly. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it, Candace, but there's nothing going on right now. And Dry Creek says, exactly, Leslie. And then Leslie says, of course he did. Yeah. That's what I say. It's about time for him to go live. And then Missy says, Candace said, let's see. And Spaceman saying hey to T and me. Frank says, oh, okay. I wasn't sure. It seemed odd to me that all he talked about was sending him. Yeah, that's what he does, Frank. Unfortunately, that's all he's does and still doing, undoubtedly. I just, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Larry says, okay, gotta go. Well, fill us in, Larry. Blaine says, Gusset wants to let everyone know how much weight he's lost. And I mean, and that's his prerogative, if he wants to talk about how much weight he's lost. I mean, I don't really see, my opinion, I don't see nothing bad as far as in that, telling how much weight you lost. But as far as sitting there just begging for money and begging for stuff, that's what I could care less about. You're just not going to catch me doing that. Spaceman says, Frank, I've noticed he does a lot of that. And yeah, Blaine says, Hussy. I call him Huzzy. Instead of Hussy, it's Huzzy. Dry Creek's laughing at Blaine, and then Gusset. I like that better, Blaine. Leslie. Frank is called e-begging. That's what Candace is saying. And Frank says, I was just trying to ask about it to learn more about, but he got really mad and said I should just leave. Really? He's been doing that a lot too, Frank. He's been, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can be told, that, I mean, you can go to his videos, his past live shows, and see it for yourself, unless if he's took them down. But like I said, though, I'll just leave it at that, because I'm not involved in it type deal. Just by people in here, Frank, chatting and things they're saying, that's just how I know about a lot of this stuff. Right there, see Missy saying sad but true. And then Leslie, same thing for you, Frank. I mean, it's crazy. The Harvey Five, yes, I was just confused as to why he showed me how and then got mad when I was asking about it. Your guess is as good as mine, Frank, like the rest of us. We have no and see, Robin Denise is like, seriously, wow. And then Blaine says, guess my point was he's high on himself. Money is what he promotes. Yeah. Yeah. A hustler. Gary calls him a hustler. And then Missy said, him's got a temper. And Leslie says, Frank, some people are just jerks. It comes natural for them. And Missy says, true. And Joshy says, temper. Let him show it to me. So Joshy's still with us. Hey, Joshy, I was appraising you earlier, saying we all had your back too, because how you'll bend over backwards to help people, and then they just want to throw you in the ditch, the water, creek, whatever, gutter, after what all you do for people. And I'm not talking about just one person either, just to clarify. I know there's been a few, Joshy, and that's what sucks about it. Frank says, okay, thanks, Harvey. Five, I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just trying to learn about it. Yeah. We know exactly, Frank. You haven't been rude about nothing on here. You're just telling what happened to you as far as your story. Hey, Frank, right quick, if you want to go to Dry Creek Home Collections, and I don't think it's their, Rob Denise helped me out, I don't think it's their last live, but it'll be, you'll see a live that has like a two-parter. It's not titled that, but it was just a few days ago, and you'll want to watch the second part of it. You'll find out a lot of stuff if you watch that, Frank. Just giving you a heads up. It's Dry Creek Home Collections, though. They're in here right now. Leslie says, some people think they're better than everyone else. It's usually the people who have no right thinking they're better than anyone. That's right, Leslie. And then Virginia says, amen, Leslie. And Leslie says, I call him disgusting. And then Missy says, my best good friend on here was hurt by him. That's all I need to know. Yeah, Missy. Oh, you're welcome, Joshy. Hey, you're very welcome, Joshy. I mean, because we all in here know that I'm not telling any lies. I mean, everybody that's in here knows what all's happened. Leslie says, Joshy, we learned that I'm going to have to beat up multiple people for you. And then Ed says, thank you, Missy. And Virginia says, the night he begged for money was the night I unsubscribed. Yeah. I think I still subscribed when that was happening, Virginia, but this latest fiasco of his, that's where I was done with him, with what all he did to Joshy and the other people that come in here. And I think pretty much everybody's done with him. Then Frank says he'll do that after. Hey, PB on the go. Hey, thanks for coming in. Blaine saying hey. Spaceman saying hey. Josh says, who you beating up, Leslie? Anybody that's done you wrong, Joshy, that's who she's going to beat up. Leslie's got your back, Joshy. Now, I don't know about Larry, but Leslie does. And Denise said she's going to go in with her, too. And Dennis and Teresa Jackson. And PB saying, hey, Stacy. Hey, Stacy. Look here, Stacy will throw down also. Trust me, Leslie. You don't want to have to do anything for you don't have to do anything for Josh. And then Dry Creek saying hi to PB. PB saying hey. Leslie says, I'm not sure exactly who Joshy, but I'm ready for it. PB on the go saying hey. And TME TV said they unsubscribed also. PB says, who are we talking about? I'm sorry, I'm just getting here. The Gatlinburg Huzzy. I see what he's talking about, PB. Frank, that's in here, PB. He's new to us. He's undoubtedly had a bad experience also here either tonight or the other night. And it's Frank that's in here, PB, if it's showing up on your end. Stacy says, I'm just kidding, Leslie. Leslie's laughing. Frank says, well, I learned a lot tonight. Thanks. Well, you're welcome, Frank. And that's what I say. You'll learn even more if you want to go watch Dry Creek's live show. Yeah, Frank says, I thought it all seemed strange. Virginia's saying, hey. Leslie says, I know, Stacy, but it's my favorite wait a minute, my favorite thing to do. That jumped on me, sorry. But it's my favorite thing to do. And then Missy says, Josh and Stacy, I got you all, bro. And PB saying, hey. Joshy says, Missy, I'll tag you in. You ready? Frank says, maybe after this I will go in there and say hi and see if he is still rude to me. Hey, that sounds good too, just to see if he'll even acknowledge you. You know, I don't know. I know if you send him money, he will. He'll get all excited, probably flex for you and make some kind of crazy noise. At least that's what I've heard through the grapevine. Virginia saying hey. Stacy saying hey. PB says, doesn't surprise me. Yeah, Pam, I mean, it's crazy. Missy's waving. Teresa, TME TV saying, hello, sweet Stacy. And, we did, Pam. The girls and boys both won. Because I got there right when the girls' game was in the fourth quarter. But they both won tonight. Stacy says, hello, beautiful Teresa. Talking to TMA TV. And then Candace is laughing at me. And TMA TV's feeling the love. Larry says, I want to throw an elbow in there at someone. I can do a figure four or something. Frank says, I mean, I don't mind supporting people, but it just seems too much. I was taken back when he showed me how after just getting in there. Yeah, well, undoubtedly that's what he's been doing here lately, Frank. Stacy says, what is happening? Who are we fighting? I'm so confused. Oh, we ain't fighting anybody. It's just words or whatever, just figure speeches. I mean, we ain't really got anybody to fight. We're verbal fighting, I guess, if you want to call it. Talking about how the Huzzy, did Joshy wrong after Joshy helped him out like he did. And of course, other people also. Because I know Joshy's helped people. And then they just, throw him away like he's a piece of garbage or something. I don't understand it. Ren says, I'm going to tell Husty that Joshy sent me. I've never actually said anything in there. Blaine. Blaine, that's the best way to get in. And then Dry Creek's laughing at Blaine. And Stacy says, Missy, hell, do it. And Blaine says, Joshy, he's going to pick up trash Sunday. Figure we all could load up and go. Pam says, don't you be messing with Josh. That's right. Yeah. You don't want to mess with Joshy. Trust me. Because Joshy will call you out in a hot second. That's for sure. Candace says, no way would I even give him a click to see what he says. Joshy says, I'll find a bag big enough for him, Blaine. Frank says, what has he done, if you don't mind me asking? All right, Frank, I'm not going to tell any of that, Frank. That's not for me to tell as far as what all happened and stuff. But everything I said, though, I hadn't said it out of character. I mean, because everybody in here kind of already knows. If Joshy wants to tell it, I'll let him tell it, Frank. Let's see. It jumped on me again. Oh, wait a minute. Leslie says, don't mention him, Blaine. I got blocked for letting him. And no, I misspoke, Larry. Ren's not in here. That was my fault. I misspoke. Leslie says knowing. For knowing him. Blocked for knowing him. Okay. And Blaine's laughing at Joshy bends over backwards to help. He does. I know for a fact. Missy, time to take out the trash. And then Joshy saying thank you to Virginia and thank you to Pam. And Blaine says, I love Joshy and their family. Never met them, but they are awesome. Yeah. Hey, Blaine, whenever you do get to meet them, though, you'll enjoy it. I mean, they're, nice as can be. Their kids are, something else. That Arrow, she's sweet. And Lake, he'll tell you some good funny jokes. Lake will. He's funny. Frank says, no problem, I can tell. And then Dry Creek says, oh, Blaine, I don't know. Here we go. Robin and Denise going to give Joshy hell now. Stacy says, Blaine, I mean, we're all right. Stacy, you and Joshy are the greatest. Missy says, Ed from earlier, good one. And then Teresa's wanting to know, Timmy TV, does anyone need a I think she's meaning a bag of lime. Stacy's laughing. Says, Stacy, depends on who I ask. Robin and Denise says, maybe Teresa. Stacy says, I know that's right. And then Lady says, I mean, Stacy, it's a fantastic. I mean, Stacy is fantastic, but the other one is just okay. I was waiting on you to probably start something, Leslie. Frank says, I'm going to jump in and say hello. I'm just curious. I'll be on for a little bit longer, Frank. But you go right ahead. Not going to bother me a bit. You can jump back and forth or have us up at the same time. Whatever you want to do, bud. Joshy says, watch your mouth, Denise. You just crossed the table. You're just across the table from me. Oh, hell, that's right. Joshy and Robin and Denise, they're all together. Hey, Leslie, we're left out, dadgummit. Robin, Denise, and Joshy's getting to sit at the table together. And me and you and them, we're all miles apart from each other. And Dennis and Teresa, too, we're all missing out. That was fun getting to see all them together on Jeff's live the other night. I enjoyed that. Yeah, Teresa, I figured you was meaning bag. Missy says, should I be worried who can see my comments here? Oh, F it. I doubt it, Missy. I mean, there ain't nothing been said that's, false. And then Joshy says, we're not worried, Missy. And Blaine says, Missy, it's all good here. PB on the go saying the same thing. Dry Creek's being angel to Joshy now because they're sitting across from each other. And then Leslie says, I'm used to it, Jeff. Stacy says, bless y'all's poor little hearts. Hey, Stacy, are you with them too? Or is it just Joshy and Rob and Denise? And you don't have to answer that if you don't want to. I'm just curious. I'm caught up with the chat now. Hey, Lordy. Oh, okay, cool. There at his cabin. Well, damn, Leslie, we've really missed out. Jeez. Of course, now, I have to admit, though, Joshy has invited me to his cabin. I just hadn't made it to it yet. So I can't complain too much. I'm not bragging, Leslie. Dang you, I knew you was going to take it that way. I'm not bragging. He's invited y'all too, and I know he has. Now, I know you are, Leslie. That's why I was giving you hell. I'm kidding back. Lord, the teenagers are back. Wait a minute. And Leslie says, nope. Lord, I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. They're talking about Tic Tacs and something else. Who knows? Are you kidding me? The Chick-fil-A over here. Hey, hold on a minute, guys. I'll get a copy. The Chick-fil-A, I guess they're closed now. But it had some kind of something come over the speaker, and it says the authority has been notified. Please leave immediately. But that was over at Chick-fil-A. So I don't know if they've accidentally set the alarm off or what. Spaceman saying hey to Josh and Stacy. Amanda, hey Amanda. Hey, thanks for coming in. And Josh and Stacy saying hey to Spaceman. Hey, Amanda, where the hell have you been? It's been a while since we've seen you. Ed saying hey to Amanda. Leslie saying hey to Amanda. Missy says to Josh and Stacy, I'm a mod for him, so I don't want to betray someone that trusts me. Wait a minute, who you a mod for, Missy? I mean, I'm guessing you're talking about the Gatlinburg Hussy, but I ain't sure. Amanda, a chicken came to life and ran around screaming. Okay. Blaine says I went over there and didn't get a hello. Oh, she's been sick. Okay, well that's good. That's good that you're getting better, Amanda. Josh and Stacy, you're with the better group, Missy, but I understand what you mean. And I do too. I mean, I do too. I mean, if you're a mod, and Missy says to Amanda, welcome, chick. And he knows who you hang with, Blaine. What Robin and Denise is saying. Mod for Hush, yes, yeah. I figured that's who you're talking about, Missy. Leslie says, there's our random Amanda. I'm glad you're doing better. We missed you. Yeah, we have. We have, because everybody's asked, where's Amanda been? And then Blaine says, Denise, you're probably right. And Amanda says, Dayquil and NyQuil helps a lot. And thanks to everybody. And Josh says, we actually care for you on this side, Missy. And Ed says, Amanda, did that moonshine help you? And Missy says, I know, but I want to be real. Yeah, I mean, we get that, Missy. And Amanda says, yes, it did, Ed. And Blaine says, that's what we like, Missy. Real people. And Joshy respects that, Missy. Yeah, I do too. I mean, it's like I've told Joshy and Leslie and Rob and Denise and Dennis and Teresa and Tommy and Teresa. You know, all the ones of y'all that I've met in here, personal wise. I mean, I'm open book, and what you see is what you get. I mean, that's just me. And Missy's saying thank you to everybody. Uh-oh, I don't want to be putting nobody in damn timeout or blocking them. My darn fat fingers. Oh, good. Damn teenagers are finally leaving. And Missy's feeling the love. Wait a minute. Amanda says, I'm real people, but I see standing fish sticks and bouncing flying cows. I knew there's something to do with cows. I dang you guys, I told you that Amanda said something about cows. Blaine says, it's tough. YouTube can bring out the worst and best in people. Yeah, you're right, Blaine. Missy says, Amanda's tripping. And Blaine says, dang, Amanda, pass that stuff. Puff, puff, pass. Stacy says, Amanda, I think we should be best friends. And Blaine says, moo. Oh, Lord, it's gotten good now. And Amanda says, yes, I am, Missy. The NyQuil. Drunk Rick's laughing at Blaine. Joshie says, I'm the nicest person you'll ever meet. And I'll do anything for anyone. But once you cross me, it's over. That's the damn truth. That's the truth. Now, Betty, once you cross Joshie, it's over with and done. There ain't no coming back. I mean, and that should be like that with anybody, too. I mean, hell. Why do you got to cross people, especially if you, become friends with them and then all of a sudden do stupid stuff? That don't make no sense to me. But anyhow, I know everybody that's in here tonight, though. I know that everybody that's in here tonight, we're all family in here, and that's what I love. I mean, because everybody that comes in here, we talk and cut up. Wait a minute, this is jumping. Okay, Josh, PB's laughing. And then Amanda says, yes, Stacy, let's hang out. And Missy says, I'll have what Amanda's having. Yeah, me too. Me too, Missy. I'll have whatever she's having. Also, Ed says, Amanda, is that local or is that import? And then, wait a minute, Leslie says, what'd I do, Joshy? Wait a minute, I missed that. Oh, because of what Joshy's saying. Leslie's wanting to know what she did. Leslie, you're crazy. And then Candace, same thing. Candace won't know what she did. And then Mary says, I got to plow the back 40. And then Joshy says, it's the way to be, Candace. And Amanda says, I saw that standing fish at the Gatlinburg Aquarium. And then Joshy says, you'll see, Leslie. And then Blaine says, same here, Joshy. I dropped a friend recently who crossed me wrong. Yeah. Leslie says, Jeff, I got to tell you, I am listening to you while I'm giving Jackson his snack. And he just said that your voice makes him happy. Oh, hey, Jackson, thank you, buddy. If you're still listening, Jackson. And hopefully I'll be seeing you soon. Leslie says, what does that mean? Wait a minute, I done seen that. And then Joshy says, you have to, Blaine. And then, right. And then Gary says, if you have time, Jeff, check your mail. Yeah, I saw it, Gary. I saw it. I just didn't read it out loud. I saw your text, Gary. Hey, Gary, if you don't mind, though, be careful texting me. I don't know that it messed up the live show or anything like that. But I know if I get phone calls, it'll mess it up. I do know that from past experience. And Joshie says, I'm kidding, Leslie. And Spaceman, Amanda, are you in the school? Is that supposed to be schoolrooms that you're trying to say, Spaceman? And Joshy says, is it Blaine or Blaine? And then PB says, I want some NyQuil and Blaine, but I'll answer to either, to anything almost. Yeah, Larry says, Josh, I think it's Ren. Yeah, I know it. Damn, y'all. That's all right, though. Make fun of me. That's fine. I told you, it's all I can do to keep up with who I have in here. Lordy. Blaine says, oh, okay, I read that. Frank says, I'm back. He didn't sound too happy to see me, but now he is just talking about not working at the Sky Bridge anymore. Really? Okay, Frank. Amanda says, I'm on moonshine tonight. I ordered from Old Mill to ship to Florida. Hey, there you go. And then Joshy says, I was right. And Blaine's laughing at Larry. Dry Creek laughing at Larry. Spaceman Frank, they probably let him go. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Gary says, okay, I was a spy in Hussey's room. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Frank's pretty much already let the cat out of the bag for us. So, but I saw where your text said the same thing. PB says he quit the Sky Bridge. Yeah, I don't know if he quit it or if he's let go though, Pam. Stacy says maybe it should be moonshine and NyQuil. That sounds like a good time. Frank says that's what he said, Spaceman. Then he said they didn't. So who knows? Blaine says, yeah, Frank, I left because he wouldn't ask. He was asking soon for monetary funds. Oh, shrooms. Yeah, shrooms. Damn, I can't read, Spaceman. Sorry. Yeah. Shrooms. I'm with you now, Spaceman. Damn, y'all probably think I'm crazy now. Amanda says NyQuil is as good as... NyQuil is good. It has a good flavor. And Frank says, PB on the go. He said they let him go, then said they parted ways. And Missy's putting up a mushroom. And PB's talking to Frank. And then Ed's Spaceman, I heard about those. Amanda says, right now I'm tasting a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I haven't had one in weeks. And then Frank says, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say anything I shouldn't have. You didn't, Frank. You ain't told nothing. When I said let the cat out of the bag, I was just using that as a figure of speech. That you had told the text that I got or whatever from somebody else. Yeah, you hadn't misspoke. I mean, you ain't said nothing wrong. You're just repeating stuff that you saw with your own eyes, and we can all go back and watch it as far as in his, if we wanted to really know. I doubt any of us will, though. Candace says, with that absolutely glowing personality he has, I'm surprised that they felt they could do without him. Yeah. Blaine says, dang, Amanda, that's good stuff. And Josh is laughing at Candace. And Amanda says, sometimes I taste food I don't have. How the hell do you taste food that you don't have? Dry Creek's laughing at Candace. And Spaceman says, Ed, you got to watch which ones you eat. Some can make you real sick. Yeah. Talking about the shrooms. I can definitely say I've never done that, though. I've heard that they like make you hallucinate or something. I don't know. But I have never done shrooms. I can promise you, strike me dead if I'm lying. Missy says to Frank it's all good. And Ed says maybe he's just changing jobs. He's going to become a sanitation worker. Yeah. No telling. And Josh says, Ed, that's awesome. And then Dry Creek's laughing at Ed. And then Stacy said, Ed, he is so good at it. And Larry says, Amanda, I do that too. I drink something and realize I don't have a cup. Larry, damn. Oh, Lordy. Spaceman says, well, y'all have a great night. Hey, Spaceman, good night, buddy. Thanks for coming in. I've enjoyed you being in here. Amanda says, Amanda says, sometimes when I get sick, I taste pork chops and tomato sauce and hot chocolate. Good Lord. You ain't pregnant, are you, Amanda? Missy says, shoot. Shall I hop in? No. I'm a good girl. Hey, Tana, hey. Hey, thanks for coming in. Virginia is saying goodnight, Spaceman. Jump on it, Missy. The water is fine. Or jump on in, I think's what he's meaning. The water is fine. Mr. Harvest. Wait a minute. Where's Mr. Harvest? She's saying hi, Mr. Harvest. Oh, that's right, yeah, the Harvey. I was thinking it was actually a Harvest that came in one time. Candace saying hey, PB saying hey, Larry saying hi to Amanda, Tana saying hey, Joshy's saying hey, Tana saying hey back, Virginia saying hey. Yeah, are you feeling any better, Tanya? I meant to ask you that, Tana, how you was feeling, because I knew you'd been under the weather too. Mrs. Harvest says hello, Amanda. And Tana's saying hey back to everybody. Missy, you can say whatever you want here. Yeah, that's right. Stacy's right. Any of y'all can say whatever you want to in here. Don't matter to me one bit. Amanda says, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Harvest. And then Tana's saying hey. And she's, that's good, Tana. I'm glad you're feeling better. Harvest of shrooms. Blaine. Lordy. Amanda says, not pregnant unless I got too drunk from NyQuil and thought a paper boyfriend knocked me up. Lord have mercy. Tana says, yes, I'm feeling a lot better. Still coughing. Probably will be until summer. Yeah, I know it. That darn, what they're calling long COVID or whatever it's called. And then Leslie says, Blaine, you calling me a shroom? And Missy says, be right back. Okay, Missy, that's fine. Leslie says, you might want to look that up. Yeah, cold can last for months. Yeah. Candace says, oh, Tana, you don't know how much I feel the same way. And then Tana's saying, hey to Leslie. Caught back up with the, yeah, Larry says, Google shroom. And then Leslie saying, hey to Tana. Ain't much traffic out tonight, and all the teenagers, they had to go to bed, I guess, because they got to get up and go to school in the morning. Amanda says, I had a fever for a week and could not smell anything. Yeah. Yeah, I've had that mess before. I hate that. Now, I've never lost my taste, but I've lost my smell. But I've always been able to, taste something. Now, it might taste a little different, but I've still been able to taste. My nose was off for 2 weeks. Yeah. Blaine says, Leslie thought you called Larry a shriveled up shrew. Gosh. And then Blaine, Blaine says, I think autocorrect got me. And then Leslie says, no way, Blaine, he's a hottie. And Candace says, that has been the worst flu I have ever had and just keeps hanging on. Yeah, I know it. Ain't that something? I mean, poor old Jeff, Vacation Station TV, it held on to him for quite a few weeks. And I know the one time I had it, it was 2 weeks for me or better. Amanda says, not literally. Laugh out loud. Larry says, when did you put it back on, Amanda? And Leslie's laughing, and Tana says, I know, right? Hey, Candace, the cough just won't go away. Amanda says, I knew you would say something to the nose being off. She's throwing it back at you, Larry. Candace says, I even bought Fireball so I could breathe, but it never opened it. Good Lord, that's bad when a Fireball don't work. Tana says, one day I lose my voice, and then the next day it's back, off and on. Bless your heart. Candace says, and I'm not a drinker. And sane. And Dry Creek's laughing at Larry, and Tana saying, hey to Larry. And then Frank says, do you know how many subscribers someone would need to do YouTube full-time as a job? Well, Frank, I do know that you got to have, I think you got to have like 50 subscribers and you can start going live. But as far as raking in money, you got to have at least 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours. And once you do that, then I think there's a few things you got to go through as far as punching in information and all that stuff on YouTube. And once it all gets approved, then the money starts rolling in after that. But from what I've been hearing, though, it don't really, I mean, you got to have like a bunch of watch hours and a bunch of subscribers, because the more videos you got and the more subscribers you got, and hours, that's where the money comes in. And seeing Joshy can explain it better than me, Frank, because Joshy knows YouTube, but I was just sort of giving the tidbits. I mean, there's way more to it. So, but Joshy's the one to ask, Frank. Amanda says, some people would love me to lose my voice off. Not us, Amanda. We've missed you. Hell, we've missed you. That's for sure. Missy says, damn, that was boring as F. I couldn't take it any longer. Creek's laughing. Stacy's laughing. Joshy says, Frank, it would depend on each individual's case. I would say at least 30,000 subs. See, there you go. See, Frank, Joshy knows. And that's on the low end. That's what Joshy saying. And Frank says, oh, okay, thanks. He just said he wants to do it full time. I didn't know how many you would need. Yeah, I mean, he can do it full time, I guess, but he ain't going to get the paychecks he's probably thinking he's going to get rolling in. Frank's thanking you, Joshy and Stacy. Missy says that Candace, you need a hot drink that has honey. And Joshy says, yes, sir, Frank. And Blaine says, I mean, I'm making enough to retire at about $100 a year, but I think I'll keep working. Yeah. Larry says, the Harvey 5 only has 641 subs, and I'm going full time and planning a meetup. Well, let me know where the meetup is, Larry, if that does happen. Ed says, hey, Jeff, I only need 46 more subscribers and I can go live. Well, there you go, Ed. Yeah, you'll be able to go live. Hey, everybody go subscribe to Ed Griffith, because it sounds like he might want to go live, and then we'd be able to get on his show and talk to him, and all of us, give us another live show to all of us to act up and cut up, tell stories. Joshy and Stacy Blaine, I'm making tens of dollars from you. Yeah, tens, not 20s or hundreds, but tens. Because darn YouTube, they're greedy. They don't pay you nothing. Dry Creek's laughing at Larry. Blaine's laughing at Joshy. Thomas saying hubby watches some channels that has 332,000 or 323,000 subscribers, and that is their only income. Yeah, I mean when you're up in that range, I guess you can do it and make a living at it. I guess I don't know. So 3.6 thousand isn't enough. I don't think so, Frank. I'll let Joshy answer that, but I'd say it just depends on how many watch hours he's getting, and if they're skipping through the commercials, because that's where you get paid too. And I know all my buddies on here that's trying to make a little extra money. I watch the commercials because it pays them better. Instead of skipping them. Tom saying, hey, Josh says the subs aren't as important as views. 1 million views nets you around 9,000 a month. If you watch, retention is up over 60%. Okay. See, Joshy knows this mess. That's why I'm letting him answer it. Amanda, I miss tasting NyQuil, but if I'm not sick enough, I don't take it. Blaine says, not unless he's getting thousands of views or millions, telling Ed that. Larry says, our first meetup is at our local Walmart in the frozen food center. Yeah. That's funny. Hey, Larry, that wouldn't happen to be Food City down there in Pigeon Forge where you about got run over. Is that where you want the first meetup to be? I mean, I know you said Walmart. Lordy, Candace says, I moderate for a channel with 500,000 subs, and he makes killer money. Yeah, well, I mean, when you got that many subs, you're probably getting them views and watch hours. I mean, I know these, Mr. Beast is the biggest one on YouTube. And he's the only one that's made news as far as that has to do with YouTube. I saw it the other day. He's actually giving money away, Mr. Beast is. He's been donating a lot of his YouTube money to help people with like cancer and things of that nature. And he's the only one that I've seen that's made the news as far as it has to do with YouTube. And I think I told that on Jeff's live the other night. I didn't tell all that, but that's how I found out. Josh, he says 3.6 is getting him around $300 a month. So there you go. So I guess if he can live off $300 a month, I mean, I'm not saying he can't. I mean, I'll be honest with you though, I'd like to get an extra $300 a month myself, but I know that's not going to happen. Lady says, oh, Jeff, you'd be the only one at the meet. Not Leslie. I wouldn't be the only one. I mean, hell, at least Tootsie'd be there too. Plain says, you can have 1,001 subs and make more than someone with 75,000 subs if they are getting more views at ad. And then Missy's talking to Blaine. Amanda says, I've been eating a lot of fast food fried chicken. There's nothing wrong with that. Dry Creek, I think it should be at Food City, Larry. Stacy says, fried chicken. Leslie says, did the hussy lose his job? Yeah, that's what I think somebody said in here that they either quit him or he quit him, or it was both. Amanda says, I always want Popeyes when I have a cold. And Larry says, Dry Creek, I'd get ran over and couldn't make it to my own meet up. Dennis, you not going to chime in on that, Dennis? Missy's talking to Stacy. Candace says, so I'm hearing the e-bagger got fired. Well, that's the word on the street, but then again, he didn't get fired either, so I don't know. But that, from what's been told, though, that's come from Hussey himself. He said it both ways. And then Jar Creek says, well, that wouldn't work, Larry. And Tana says, what? And she's probably wanting to know about the Hussey. I bet that's what she's asking about. Ed says, please, can somebody help me out? There's just help me outreaching there and help me a little bit. Yeah, I mentioned to everyone in here, Ed, to sub to you if you're wanting to go live or to be able to go live. Is that right, Joshy? I think, what is it, 50 is what you got to have now? I know it used to be more, but I remember you telling, I think they changed it all again. Stacy says, Candace, that's the news on the street. And Candace says, yep. And then Larry says, does anyone else get turned on by the smell of Vicks Vapor Rub? I don't know about that, Larry. And Leslie's going, And Candace says, sounds like he was making it sound like he quit at first, Stacy. And then Amanda says, I want to find out what happened at the chicken restaurant there. Yeah, no, I have no clue on that, Amanda. Joshy might know, maybe. Tony says, I didn't see your channel, Ed. No, Frank said that. Wait a minute. No, Tana said that. I don't see your channel. Hey, Tana, click on his name. He's in here. Ed's in here. All you got to do is click on his name or the E that's beside his name. Click on that, and then it'll give you the option to go to his channel, and that'll. But Leslie might can throw his link up in here, and that'll take you straight to it also. But I'll leave that up to my mods in here, whatever they want to do. Frank says, Candace, I heard him say he got let go. And Tana says, wonder why, at Frank. And Ed says, Jeff, can you tell how to get it? And they probably already answered me, Ed. I'm trying to get caught up again. Missy says that Larry, no sir, but it doesn't smell good. But it does smell good and helps me breathe better. And Stacey says, Amanda, what did happen at the chicken restaurant? I need the tea. And Frank says, Tana, he didn't say. And Tana says, it's under Ed. Is it under Ed Griffith? Ed Griffith. Yeah, I mean, and I was waiting to see if Joshy was going to answer me on that, as far as to make sure, if he gets 50 subscribers, he'll be able to go live. Leslie says, excuse me, I have to make a quick run to CVS. Clearly, I need to stock up on some Vicks. Leslie. Larry says, thanks, Missy. I was asking for a friend. Frank says, maybe that's why he asked for money so much. I couldn't believe how much he got. And Ed says, I think so, Tana. Jeff did it somehow one night. Joshy and Stacy, you guys are awesome, but my phone is about to die. Not. Hey, Joshy, thank you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. I enjoyed it tonight. I don't think Ed's got any content though, Leslie. I don't think he does, but you ought to be able to pull his thing up though to because Dennis and Teresa Jackson doesn't have any content, but I know I'm subbed to them too. Missy says the Harvey 5 weight. Is this a thing? I have a little jar I can dip into. And then Donna says, I'm not finding it at Missy Brock. I was going to put up his link. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's got to have, it's got to be somewhere or another. Leslie, have you had any luck with it? Of course, I'm probably still behind in chat. Dang, y'all don't need vapor rub for that, Larry and Leslie. And then everybody saying good night to Joshy. Missy's saying, let me see. True Bling, my wife says I do. There it is. Missy's got it. So everybody in here, you can click on that and go to Ed's channel and get him up to 50, and then he'll be able to go live if he wants to. Blaine says, but it surely does smell good, to Leslie, or telling that to Leslie. And it says, bingo, Missy, you found it. Amanda says, I have Vicks rub, but I can't smell it good. And Lisa says, I had it all over me when I was sick last month, but I didn't get any more action than usual. I'm calling Larry's bluff. Dang. Blaine says, dang, so you went from once a month to twice at least. I'm already subbed to your channel. It says you have 5 subscribers. There you go. I can't smell 100%, but it's coming back slowly. Well, that's good, Amanda. Tana says, Blaine, Larry can't keep up with me. That's what, no, Leslie's saying that. Tana's saying, I found it with Missy's link. And then Leslie was saying, Blaine, Larry can't keep up with me. and Denise, Robin Denise, the Dry Creek Home Collections, when she's saying how it jumps, she's not telling no lie. I mean, this, when I'm trying to keep up with it, and like, how she'll keep up with it too on their life, it jumps. I mean, that's what I say. I'd be reading one, and then all of a sudden it goes to another one, and I ain't caught it in time, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, that person didn't say that. That's the next person. Larry says, I had COVID, Leslie. Missy says, he jumped again. Missy's talking to Tana, and then Blaine says, gee, I'm not touching that one. Talking to Leslie. And then Leslie says, excuses. So did I. Candace says, you know what I love? I love when the karma train comes choo-chooing along for those who deserve it. Yeah, that's right, Candace. And then Leslie says, that's what he said, Blaine. And it says, thank you for helping me. Oh, thank you so much. You're welcome, Ed. No problem. Tana says, me too, Candace. Amanda says, I would run to CVS and stock up on Valentine's Day and Easter candy. Yeah, if you can find any of that mess. Blaine says, that's what you need is 50 for YouTube, but StreamYard's for, yeah, anybody can do StreamYard, but I never did try StreamYard. StreamYard free version is way better unless you are just going for a ride and not bringing anyone on screen. YouTube is the best. Yeah, if you want to be able to, I don't know if you can StreamYard from your phone, mobile-wise. I'm not sure on that, but the easiest way, though, Ed, for sure, is from your phone. And you can get out and go mobile and stuff. And when I realized that I could do it, because I just got lucky. I didn't know that it had changed. And I just happened to try it one night. And I said, oh, heck, it's let me go live. So I've enjoyed it ever since. It says, I have 20 subs and I don't have any content. Yeah, that's because all of us subscribe to all of us in here, Tana. That's how, you ask Dennis and Teresa, they're the same way. They don't have any content either, but they've got the subscribers and stuff. I mean, we all try to sub to each other in here. Amanda says, I'm old enough to remember Rite Aid instead of CVS. I am too. Matter of fact, you're looking at the old where the old Rite Aid was at. Right here, Amanda. That's the new Dario now. But that used to be a Rite Aid building there. Of course, it got tore down, and then they built that Dario. Ed says, thank you, Creative Travel. And then he's talking to Blaine, and Missy's talking to Blaine. Yeah, could cause a painful problem. Tom says, Ed, did they ever get you unblocked from Huzzy's channel? Who? Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say you don't have no car. And then Tana's laughing at Missy. Blaine says, you got that right, but I just need to put it up top, and Larry will get excited, I guess. And then she said she has nothing. And then Ed's talking to them. And Amanda's got all kinds of emojis on here. Lord have mercy. Blaine says you can StreamYard. That's what we use, StreamYard on the phone when we go live. Okay. I didn't know that, Blaine. I wasn't sure. I don't know what these emojis are. Yeah, I didn't either, Amanda. Sounds like the NyQuil's kicking in, or looks like the NyQuil's kicking in, though. It says Jeff gave me the idea of it. Blame him. Yeah, you can blame me. I get blamed for everything. Candace says I only have playlists on mine, Tana, but I have lots of them. And Larry says, Blaine, if you go live, I promise me and Leslie will behave. Yeah, I'll behave too. I try to behave on everybody else's channel, but usually if somebody cuts up, then I try to sort of chime in along with them. But that's just me, though. In my experience here with live streams, the person that blocks has to unblock. Yep, that's right. That right. Well, not necessarily. Like any of y'all that's got the blue wrench of love in here, y'all can block anybody. But I'm the one that has to go in and unblock them. Even if y'all do it, yeah, y'all have the authority to do it. But then I got the authority to override it because it being my channel, and it'd be the same with you guys. But whoever owns the channel, that's who has to do the unblocking. Y'all wouldn't be able to unblock it. It has to be the person that owns the channel. I know Joshy told me that. And I'm sure some of y'all know this too. That's in here. So I was just letting you know. I was just letting you know that, Tana. That, I mean, even though if you used to block something, Tana, I still got to go in there and fix it myself. Blaine says, I will be live tomorrow at 5, so we shall see, Larry. And Amanda says, yeah, see, and I got to make it to one of Blaine's live shows, too. I mean, I know he goes live, in the afternoons there. I'll try to make it tomorrow, Blaine. Just depends on how long the camper ties me up. Amanda says, I don't think Florida has Dario, but I'm going to look for it up there. Yeah, there's a few of them, Amanda. I'm not sure where they're all at. I'd never even heard of them, Amanda, till they came here. Hell, at first I thought they was talking about derriere. I thought, who the hell wants to eat at at a butthole place? Derriere. Leslie said, "Oh, Tootsie's snoring. Did y'all hear that? She's out like a light." Leslie says, "Yes, I would not embarrass Blaine like that." And Larry says, "On YouTube?" And Blaine says, he's laughing at Leslie. Blaine says, "Yes, also be live on Sunday as well for a charity event at Larry." Missy's talking to Tana, "Keep me updated. We're going that I'm trying to cut ties. I reckon I'm just being real." Okay, so they're talking to each other. I might be thinking of a timeout. I get blamed. Wait a minute. I get blamed a lot. People rename me Blaine instead of Blaine. Bless your heart. Blaine says, "Heck, I've tried to be good on my own live streams." Where's Tootsie's husband? Yeah, Tootsie's husband hadn't been back around. Ed says, the one that blocked me said she just blocked my content. What if I Googled said that the one has... Yeah, and Ed, he probably does know how. He's just too daggum lazy or sorry to do it. But yeah, whoever owns the channel is the one that's got to go in there and unblock stuff. Frank says, "Missy, do you know the Gatlinburg hussy?" And the man says, "I saw the video when she ran around town." Yeah, I know you did, Amanda. I think you put a comment on there. Tank says, "I got timed out from a live Enjoy Blessed Life by mistake, and the person that did it fixed it." Yes, you are. Yeah. Now that's right, Tana. Timeouts different than blocking. You can time out and untime out somebody, but you actually was talking about blocking a person. That's two different things. But I see that you looked it up, though. Scott, what's up, buddy? Hey, Scott, who won between y'all's ball game? Our boys and girls both won ours tonight. Thanks for coming in too, Scott, because I know you had a ball game to go to also. Blaine says, "When your comment is removed, you aren't blocked from a channel unless they actually hit block." Yeah. Everybody saying hey to Scott. You still at it, Jeff? How did the game go today? Yeah, well, I just answered him, or just told him. Frank says, "Jeff, I appreciate you going live and letting people talk. It's like that opposite of what I've experienced yesterday." Oh, you're welcome, Frank. You're welcome. I'm normally on Tuesday nights, Frank, around 7:30. Tonight was a little different because I had a basketball game to go to that interfered with that time. So I put out a video letting all my peeps in here that come in here regularly to let them know that it was going to be around 9 before I went live tonight. But pretty much every Tuesday night around 7:30 though, Frank, me and Tootsie's live. And I don't know if you've got to see Tootsie yet, but I'll flip the camera around here in a minute. Because it's going to be about bedtime. Heck, it's already 11:30. But you're welcome, Frank. And Ed says, "All I know is I'm blocked." Well, one good thing about it, Ed, you're not blocked on here. Tootsie got a hold of moonshine, and she's... Yeah, that was you farting, Jeff. Don't blame that. No, hey, I would claim that, Leslie, if that would have been me. I would have claimed it. And then Scott's at work. Then Tana saying, "I hate that, Ed." And Ed says, "Me too." And Tana says, "Don't work too hard, Scott." And Missy's talking to Scott. Druckrick says, "We are back. Didn't have signal there for a few." That's fine, Druckrick. I understand because I know where y'all are at. Tana said, "Welcome back. I won't tea, trust me." Scott's saying, and Missy's talking, trying to get caught up with you guys. Scott says, we won both ours. It always good to get the win on. So you're right. So you had senior night also. Yeah, we had senior night too. If you, hey Scott, if you get a chance tomorrow or later on tonight, rewind back the first part of mine, because I told a story about what happened tonight at mine. Nothing bad. It was all good. Wait a minute. This jumped on me. Trying to, let's see, right there's where I read Scott's. And then everybody's saying, hey, everybody says, well, folks, I'm going to bed. Got a dance appointment in the morning. Okay, Blaine, thanks for coming in, buddy. Let me see. I guess I'm behind the times. I've learned about everything. Did something happen? Okay, they're talking to each other. Gary says, couldn't they have changed the ball game time so you could go live at 8? No, because I had nothing to do with that, Gary, as far as the ball game. Or I would have. I love the chat in here. Everyone is, I love the chat in here. Everyone is so nice and can talk with each other. Yeah, you're right about that, Tana. Tootsie would sip moonshine, but she probably wouldn't like the taste. No, she probably wouldn't, Amanda. I'm not going to try it either, to be honest with you. And if you took the SIMS card out of a phone and they didn't have a backup computer, would that be like pulling their heart out? I'm asking for somebody. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure Ed on that. Bedtime, shit, I still have 8 hours before I go to sleep. Who am I kidding? I can't nap here. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine, Scott. Yeah. Frank says, I understand, Missy. I'm just confused on all asking for money. Yeah. Not all of us that's in here don't ask for money, Frank. It's just there is channels though that we all have seen where they do ask for money. And me personally, I have been on live shows that like none of y'all have been on. It's just ones that I've watched. I don't watch them no more for the simple fact when I did watch them, and matter of fact, it was even before I met all you guys, and even before I was even going live, I was watching these live chats. And hell, they wouldn't speak to nobody in the chat unless if money was tied to it. And I think they call it like a super chat. And if you sent a super chat with however much money, that was the only comments that was getting read. You had to send money to be able to get your comment read. You won't catch that happening on this channel. And y'all are talking to each other right now. Let's see. Tony says, I'm still a mob, but have no desire to be anymore. Yeah, I mean, Tony, you can unsubscribe, and that might, I don't know if that's still, well, I guess that would still leave you as a mod, but you wouldn't have to worry about seeing it anymore. Whatever channel you're talking about, and that's up to you too. I'm not asking. Because, I know you're talking with others in here. Scott says, unless you're willing to give me some, Frank, I won't ask, but I won't turn it away. Mama didn't raise no day. Yeah, well, that's different, Scott. That's different. Like you said, you're not going to ask, but if somebody was to give it without you having to ask, then hell yeah, you ain't going to turn it away. I don't blame you one bit. That's different. Frank says, I understand, Tom. That's too bad you were put in that situation, but I totally understand. Dennis says, good night, everyone. Got to get up. Yeah, I know it. I need to call it a night too. Hang on, I'll flip the camera around where all y'all can say bye to me and Tootsie and stuff right quick, because it is getting late. Let me cut the lights on again. CC, come here. Oh, Lord, bless your heart. I woke you up. Yeah, come here. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna leave. Hold on, guys. I hate. Okay, y'all are still talking. Hang on. I'm gonna point the camera down. Look, she's out like a light. I woke her up. Wait a minute. Amanda says if I move to Gatlinburg, I'm gonna try to be a performer at comedy. Well, cool. Hey, if that happens, Amanda, you let us know in here. We'll all come see you. That'd be something. Uh-oh. Yeah. Now, I didn't scare her, Leslie. I didn't scare her. I woke her up. Hey, I woke her up. Oh, there's Ren. Ren is in here now. Smoky Mountain Cabin Rentals. But yeah, Ren, we're actually calling it a night because it's late. So I wanted to tell everybody, yeah, that was your girl. I actually woke her up. She was out like a light. She was snoring there a minute ago. But hey, you guys, I bet so, Amanda. Living in Florida gives you the unique ideas for comedy. But hey, thank y'all for coming in tonight. Hey, thanks for staying on so late too. I appreciate that. It's definitely been fun tonight. And like I said, I would get Tootsie up, but she don't want to move. She don't want to move. But thank y'all for chatting. Thank you for riding along with me home tonight from the ball game. I enjoyed it. I had fun tonight. And who knows? I might go again live this weekend, one day on the fly, if I can, find something good to get into. Maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday afternoon. Y'all might want to. That's all I'm going to say right now. But you might want to, keep an eye out maybe Sunday afternoon. Maybe. We'll see. But y'all have a good night. And thank you all for coming in. And I love all y'all. We'll see you on the next go round. And if not Sunday, next Tuesday, for sure. I will do next Tuesday. Even though next Tuesday is going to be a tough day for me. I'll do next Tuesday. And we'll talk about that later. Good night, guys. Love y'all.